All right, folks, welcome. And listen, relax, relax, relax. I come bearing good news. I come bearing very good news. This is going to flop. It's a desperate attempt. It's going to go maybe make some headway, but it's gonna fall short. And I'm going to tell you why. Because why? In 2020, it was very different. The information wasn't coming out. It was very censored and suppressed. People didn't know what to do. Now with X being open like the floodgates, it's just gonna fall flat, folks. It already is. It already is. The narrative is already crumbling, but they're gonna keep trying. They're gonna keep moving forward. They're gonna keep pushing. But like I said, it's gonna fail. It's a Hail Mary pass because they know what's coming. And what's coming? Indictments, arrests, the whole thing. But the way information is flowing right now, folks, it's gonna fall flat. But I'm still going to be careful on YouTube. I'm still going to be very, very careful and use code words and play charades when I talk about these topics, such as the boogeyman 2.0. All right, we all know what that is. Here we are again. It's starting all over again. Global crisis. Much more short-lived than what happened in 2020. I'm just going to go there and say that. Notification button. Hit the notification button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, folks, if you don't want to give on Super Chat and you want to ask me a question, Venmo's open. �D-Rod1977. �D-Rod1977. Also, when the lights go out on Amazon, leave an honest review. I always love honest reviews, even if you hated the book. Basically, if you hate the book, you're saying you hated my life. It was a pretty damn degenerate life, but, I had my ups and downs. Also, my mama's book, The Mexican Mix. Leave her an honest review as well. It helps us. I still read them to her. Like I said, I read all the stuff to her. And, folks, get your Noble Gold. Now's the best time to get gold. This is the time. Nobody has ever said, I wish I waited longer to protect my savings. So why are you? Here's what most Americans don't know. You can roll part of your 401k right now or IRA into physical gold and silver without cashing out, paying taxes, or taking a penalty. That's huge. It's called a gold IRA, and it takes about 15 minutes to start. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com to start to get your free gold IRA guide. They get you a guide. You get started on it. I know Colin Plume personally. Great guy. He's so easy to handle with. His staff is awesome. I call, and that's where I get my gold and silver, folks. So that's noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. Folks, it's going to spike to the moon. All right, ninoscorner.shop. You can get a hat. Truth hurts right here, baby. Yeah, truth hits hard. Truth hits hard. You can go to the shop right now. It's down there below the YouTube video. And get yourself a shirt, cap, hoodie, baby. I want to get beanies. I think I need to get beanies as well. I think that's the next step in all this, getting some beanies. Nino'sCorner.tv still has the sale, Live Forever sale. You pay once, you're on there forever. Great sale going on Wednesday the 13th. Coming up this Wednesday is Ringside with Nino. Going to war game everything. We're going to be talking about everything that's coming with this new boogeyman. The new boogeyman hiding in your closet. He's going to make you sick. And that's so I don't fucking buy it. I don't buy it. Also, folks, May 28th is Gene Decode. Gene Decode will be in the General's tent on ninoscorner.tv. And on ninoscorner.tv right now, I got Joshua Reed, 𝗏𝗏. The Ghost is coming on. Hey, guess who else? Today, Dr. 𝗫𝗏 is coming on. We're going to be talking about the Boogeyman 2.0. What does it mean? She's on top of this. And we texted just yesterday, and she's like, this is such a fucking hoax. I was like, let's get into it. Let's talk about it on ninoscorner.tv. So, folks, I'm going to have to, use different words, code words here, because obviously they might start the same shenanigans that they did before in 2020. So I just want to be careful here. So I'm not going to be using the word. So you'll know when I say boogeyman, it means that. All right. Got to stay safe. So Dr. 𝗫𝗏, Dr. Artis is coming on, SGN on, Sean Taylor, and many, many more, folks. I'm getting a great lineup on ninoscorner.tv. And without further ado, folks, let's get started here. You might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Yeah. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, baby. Yeah. Every morning with my coffee. I got to do it. I got to get those cylinders firing, folks. Get them firing. So, all right. Let's talk about this for a moment. I'll probably just do one video on this. And if it starts to pick up more speed, I'll do more, but it's the usual suspects. You got Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates. I put him on the thumbnail, hiding in the shadows because, you know, I think it properly fits the boogeyman, right? But, you know, it's all making sense now if you really think about it. Gene Hackman, you know, go think back on Gene Hackman just for a second. You know, I believe that was a ritual type of sacrifice. I knew it was going to mean something, right? He's a big star, although he was very old. His wife, you know, it seems to me like, they were the kickoff for this. You know, they knew that this was coming. They knew Trump was coming in, the whole thing. He was coming in hot. And Gene Hackman was like the kickoff to this. And I think, obviously, the conspiracy surrounding the death of Gene Hackman and his wife are starting to make a little more sense now, isn't it? It was like, this is what we're going to push onto the American people. And here you go. And here we start. So Moderna now, and this is where I get kind of nervous. Moderna is announcing it's working on a vaccine for the new, you know what, and its stock just jumped 10%. So they're getting ready. They're obviously getting ready. Moderna's boogeyman work explained the claims circulating online are tied to a legitimate but early stage research collaboration announced in 2024 between Korea University and Boogeyman Innovation Center of Moderna. The project focuses on the boogeyman that causes fever and renal syndrome, a form of the disease found mainly in East Asia and parts of Europe. The work is part of Moderna's access program, under which the company provides technical support and materials to outside researchers. Clinically, the effort is still preclinical, meaning it has not entered human testing and is not part of any approved or planned boogeyman program just yet. Either in the United States or anywhere else. Now you know why Trump took us out of the WHO, CDC, the whole. Now you understand why. He knew this was coming. So I've said this many times over and over again that this was coming, folks. The next 6 to 9 months are going to be tough. The next 6 to 9 months are going to be tough. I mean, did you really think this war was over? No. You thought they would just roll over and play dead and say, we give up. That's not what evil does. Evil stops at nothing, which is why good should not either. But this is definitely, in my opinion, and I'm just going to say this in my opinion, this is a Hail Mary of a distraction and diversion as we come into indictments, arrests, and midterms, specifically midterms. So let's recap just for a moment, folks, on the Trump operation that I call the operational phases. Let's just recap on this for a second. If you've been watching Nino's Corner.tv, you know that we've been talking about the deep state and the Trump operation happening in phases, how we're taking them down. So first, defund the Democrats with USAID. Happened. Done. And more things are coming with the fraudulent spending and the laundering of the money, the whole thing, Act Blue, all that's still happening. Nick Shirley's out there exposing fraud like never before seen. So first was to defund the Democrats, the deep state with USAID. Second, ICE raids to neutralize the terror cells that came in here through Biden. Millions and millions of unvetted immigrants. Got to neutralize those threats. Take out the cartel henchmen, MS-13, the people that were going to take down America from within, take down the infrastructure. Had to neutralize those. That's why the ICE raids were so important. That was phase two. Phase 3, capturing Maduro. I was going to say Moderna. Maduro, baby. Capturing Maduro. Evidence for what? 2020. It's not over yet. As Juanito likes to say, yep, getting Moderna. I mean, Maduro. I got to say it in a Mexican type of accent. Getting Maduro. We got Maduro, cabrón. We have got Maduro, cabrón. So we got Maduro. Mucho Maduro. Mucho Maduro. Evidence for Smartmatic in 2020. Then fourth, take out Iran. The nuclear threat, the nuclear card that they were going to use to kickstart a nuclear war, Third World War. Or as Juan likes to say, World War IV. But take out Iran, nuclear capabilities, and no World War III nuclear holocaust. That's being neutralized right now as we roll into the fifth UFO disclosure. Can't play the desired alien card that they were going to play, that they were going to use on Americans. Project Bluebeam, whatever they were going to do. And what's coming out, what's so important about this? Trump is saying, and the people around him in Congress are saying, not really aliens. They're more, I don't know, these interdimensional beings, which begs the question, demonic, fallen angels? I mean, it kind of goes to the Bible. And I know there's a lot of New Agers out there like, oh, Jesus, David, that's just not true. There's aliens in our solar system. They live on the moon. I'm telling you, folks, what they're saying is these are interdimensional beings, which, if they were going to come to Earth, however they're going to come, I doubt they're coming on propulsion system ships. But are they fallen angels masquerading as aliens? I'm just asking questions. I don't know. But they are stressing the point that they're interdimensional beings. Interdimensional. They'll correct you too. So now here's Trump neutralizing Iran, taking out the Third World War card. Now he's bringing in the alien interdimensional being, interdimensional intruder disclosure. He's bringing that all out. He's getting ahead of their steps so they cannot accomplish what they were going to accomplish. Folks, this is an operation. Are you not paying attention? And all the people jumping ship, freaking out, panicking. I see brilliance. I see absolute brilliance. So what are they doing? They have nothing left. They got nothing left except for another boogeyman crisis. And that's where we're at right now. And I'm going to tell you this. We're waking up so fast, so fast, it's going to fall flat. And I would bet even it could fall flat within weeks. It could. It really could. Let's see how this plays out. So we all need to stay vigilant and strong and just understand that we just got to stay the course. And I'm going to have to play charades and say the boogeyman and make coughing sounds and point to my shoulder. But you all know how I do this. This is what I always do. And we're in that territory again. So I'm going to try to stay as careful as possible. But, not to say that they won't take out the next round of low-hanging fruit. And I'm going to talk to Dr. 𝗷𝗵𝗂 about this on Nino's Corner.tv today, because I think it has something to also do with the 6G. And that's all I'm going to say right there. That's it. I'm not going to go any more into that. But important to note, this is something they don't want you to see. And I pulled it up. Actually, I posted it on my X. A captain, the sea captain on the cruise ship is telling everybody the first person passed from natural causes. That's what he said. The first person that passed away on the cruise ship passed away from natural causes, and that the doctor confirmed it. Intriguing. Not infectious, he says. Everyone standing around in a group. The record was later corrected, but this footage is still out there circulating around the internet, and I put it up on my X. He's basically saying, natural causes. So what are they really doing here, folks? They're really taking this and running with it. Like I said, Dr. 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗬 on my text thread, I don't want to say too much here, but was just confirming to me what this really is. And we're going to talk about it on .tv. You're going to want to be there. Another person on X only posted 4 times. And this was posted, and it was all in 1 week back in 2022. And this person, the bio of this person on X says, reads the future. And all the post said was 2023, Corona ended, 2026, the new boogeyman. 2026, the new boogeyman. And that's the only post. That's the only post that's like this. So Grok also, because everyone likes to fact check with Grok, right? Oh, well, Grok said this, Grok said that. So Grok confirmed it. Has not been edited since 2022. So what does this person know? Now, I also know that the rollout of the towers are coming in 2028, and I've always heard that that's when it's going to really be impactful and really hit hard. For those that got this, bing, 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 bing in the shoulder, for those of you that got this, 2028 is supposed to be hellacious. But it looks like we're pushing their hand to kickstart this before they're ready. Because why? We're going into indictments, arrests, and midterms, baby. We're going into the midterms. So ABC News Australia reported that 323 vials containing dangerous boogeymen are unaccounted for from a laboratory in Australia. The missing materials reportedly included nearly 100 vials containing the boogeyman, which can spread from horses to humans and has a high fatality rate. 2 vials containing the boogeyman and 223 vials containing rabies-related boogeymen. So officials believe the most likely explanation is that the samples were lost during a transfer to a new freezer. Really? They're not too careful, are they? If you believe this, if you really believe this. To a freezer, so that it was lost in the transfer to a new freezer storage system. The health ministry has launched an investigation into the incident. And also breaking news, people in at least 3 U.S. states are reportedly being monitored for possible boogeyman exposure. Boogie, boogie, boogie. So they're monitoring people right now for exposure to the boogeyman right now. The boogeyman killed Gene Hackman's wife. Now a cruise ship outbreak has people on edge. Body cam footage shows the moment deputies found Hollywood actor Gene Hackman's body inside his home last year. But the part that's unsettling to people, his wife, 𝗵𝗲, had already been dead for about a week. So what, he was just hanging out with her? Putting makeup on her like a mannequin? The hell was going on over there? It doesn't add up. None of this shit adds up, folks. I know to you, a lot of you are going to buy right into this hook, line, and sinker, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. Cause of death, boogeyman. Yep. They were the first ones. Remember, folks? They got it there in Santa Fe. A rare respiratory disease linked to rodent exposure. Yep, there they are. And the details leading up to it are very chilling. She was searching flu-like symptoms and breathing issues before she died. Ordering oxygen canisters in the days leading up. Was seen wearing a mask shortly before. Multiple buildings on the property had rodent nests and dead rodents. Hackman later died from heart disease and Alzheimer's, possibly unaware of what had already happened inside his home. Now, fast forward. An outbreak of the boogeyman on the cruise ship has left multiple people dead and others being sickened. But you heard what I just said, what the captain was telling the group of people. Natural causes, nothing to be concerned about. And the doctor confirmed that. The doctor confirmed that. Linked to the same boogeyman. Health officials say it's rare. They say it's not easily spread, but people are noticing something else. Same boogeyman, same rapid breathing failure, now appearing in completely different environments. So a lot of us have like this PTSD. We're all kind of like, oh man, here we go. And we know, those of you that follow my channel or follow others on Rumble and things like that, you all know these are the tactics of the deep state. This is what they're going to do. This is their last move. If you understand the chess game being played here, you understand, of course, this is what they're going to do. Everything's been taken away from them. Everything. We've countered all their moves and taken away their moves. We're like right at checkmate, and they got to throw a Hail Mary. But the way information is flowing right now, folks, it's going to just, it's just going to end quick. This is how I see it turning out. I believe, honestly, we win this. We're on our way to victory, folks. We got to keep our eyes on the ball. We got to keep our eye on the ball and just keep punching a ball. Hey, yo. And don't be scared. Get out, live your life. Get out and live your life. Be around people. Be social. Me, I choose not to be social because I can't stand people. You know, I could tell you all to be social, but this is about as social as I get coming on a fucking internet and talking to you all. This is it. This is my highlight of my day. Other than this, I'm pretty much a hermit. I go to the gym, and when someone approaches me, I kind of just look the other way and pretend I didn't see him. Anyway, so countries scramble to track the passengers of the boogeyman on the cruise ship. So Amsterdam, countries worldwide scrambled on Thursday to trace people who had left the cruise ship. Can you imagine being one of these unlucky bastards? Cruise ship hit by the boogeyman before it got marooned off the coast of Cape Verde in an effort to prevent further spread of the disease, the boogeyman. These people, a Dutch couple and a German national, died in the outbreak on the MV Hondius. I guess that's the name of the cruise ship. 8 people, including a Swiss citizen, are suspected to have contracted the boogeyman, according to the World Health Organization. You know what? You know where I think they're going to really push this this spread of the boogeyman? I think it's going to be. Take a guess, folks. Where do you think they're going to really start pushing this spread? What's coming next? What big event is coming next that they're going to say, oh, the spread is wild. It went out of control. What big event is coming that they're going to say, we just lost control of it? Folks, come on. Let's see if someone puts it in the chats. I don't see anybody. They're going to use it for the midterms, absolutely. But what big event are they going to really push this? I'm going to say the World Cup. Someone put it in there. I'll put it right here. Kevin. Oh, where are you at, Kevin? Well, yep. The World Cup, folks. The World Cup. Bingo. This one. Oh, yep. There you go. World Cup. That's it. And then the Olympics. So this is how they're going to try to perpetuate this. And you know what, folks? Yeah, World Cup. There you go. Yep, that's it. That's where I see this going. That's exactly where I see this going. So they're going to start throwing seeds out there right now as we go into, into the World Cup. And then after the World Cup, boom, it's going to explode. But like I said, we're not going to fall for it. I know I'm not going to fall for it. And I know a lot of other people are like, you're not going to fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice? Shame on me for letting you fool me twice. So inside the global effort to figure out where this came and where it will strike next. So they're saying, okay, so they're saying here that days afterward, people on board ate at buffets, mingled, stargazed, and attended lectures. Passengers offered comfort and condolences to the widow of the person who had died on board. Nearly 2 weeks after the first passenger's death, this lady said she and 30 other people disembarked to St. Helena, a tiny British territory in the Atlantic Ocean. The widow boarded a flight from the island in a wheelchair. He said they're trying to say this could go global. It could be anywhere in any country. This is just, here they go, folks. They're starting to push the narrative now. Here we go. The public health hunt for Hondius passengers and anyone that came into contact with them, known as contact tracing, is critical to limit the contagion impact Authorities also need to figure out where and how the rare Andean strain of this boogeyman emerged, causing 3 deaths and 5 other infections to date. In Johannesburg, the acting deputy director of the Center for Emerging and Parasitic Diseases of South Africa's National Institute for Communicable Diseases learned on Saturday morning that a passenger aboard the ship was medically evacuated to the country in late April. The patient had tested negative for other viruses, including the other boogeyman from 2020 and Lou Gehrig's disease. So now they're in a scramble and they're trying to find out where the hell this is going to strike next. Basically is what they're saying here. Where's the boogeyman going to hit next? And you know, folks, it's going to hit the news, right? We know that wherever this strikes next, it's going to hit the news. But we got to be faster than the news. And what I mean by that is people like Dr. 𝗷𝗵𝗶𝗹, people like these big doctors, artists, all of them that I'll be having on enoscorner.tv, get your information from credible people. We know what happened in 2020, and we know why everyone else who got this, look at my shoulder, are sick right now. And I'm hearing those that got this, bing, 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 that's who this is going to infect. So understand this. One of the adverse reactions to that, one of the side effects is this second boogeyman. Look it up. Look it up. That's the adverse reaction to the first boogeyman. Those that got the bing, 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 bing right there. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. President Donald Trump has just officially released the first batch of UFO files. They're hurrying up on this, aren't they? To the public, including military reports citing records and documents of unidentified aerial phenomena. Authorities indicated that more files could be released soon. And what are they saying? We think they're interdimensional. Not to take away from the fact, I mean, it's obviously they've been coming here for a very long, long time. But what are they really? They're not saying they're aliens. They're not saying that. There's something different entirely. Interdimensional. So as they travel through sound, vibration, frequency, light, how are they getting here? So authorities indicate that more files could be coming very soon. Anna Paulina Luna says tomorrow, which is today, will be a good day as the United States government could finally release the UFO files and reveal the existence of of aliens or even interdimensional beings. And then she says this: those were interdimensional beings. He refused to use the word extraterrestrial and or alien. They only use the word interdimensional beings. That's very important here, folks. Tim Burchett says an astrophysicist visited his home to explain how UFOs could use wormholes to travel vast distances instantly without violating the laws of physics. This is going to get interesting, man. We are living in an upside-down world. This is the Twilight Zone. This is, to me, this is like I'm standing on my head every day. I don't know where these are coming from. It's like going in the ring and just having fighting. It's like drinking from a fire hose. It's like getting in the ring and having 30 people punch at you at once. Or like on the tennis court, you're not hitting one ball. They bring in like 50 ball machines and just start firing balls at you. That's what it feels like now. But by the same token, that's how fast information is coming out against this. And that's why I'm saying the boogeyman will flop and it'll end, folks. I think it's going to end before it even gets started. So Anonymous posts. I don't know if you all watch Anonymous or pay attention to Anonymous, but Mossad has been hacked by Anonymous for justice. Hackers allege full access to Israel's intelligence databases, laboratories, and classified weapons blueprints. They released video proof, screen recordings of documents, internal files, and photos linked to Israeli officials and scientists. Pretty damn incredible. I pay attention to Anonymous because I feel like they're part of the, I don't know, the White Hat operation. Oh, boy. How's everybody doing today? Oh, boy. Here we are again, right, folks? 2020 all over again, or kind of. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Are you going to comply? Are you going to fall for this? Because I just don't. I think this is going to just fail miserably. I think they're going to try really hard, but as fast as the information is coming out, they're just not going to be able to get it going. They're not. And thank the Lord. Thank the Lord Trump took us out of you know what. Thank the Lord. All right, folks, get your red light. Get your red light in your PEMF your PEMF mat. Hey, everyone, David Nino Rodriguez here. So many people struggle with chronic back and joint pain like me, constant inflammation, crushing fatigue, poor sleep, thyroid problems, hormone imbalance, and autoimmune conditions that steal your energy and life. The PEMF mats and red light hit these biggest pain points hard. They combine 4 powerful technologies in one mat: PEMF, far infrared heat, red light, and near infrared light, going all the way up to the deepest 1,064 nanometers. Most devices only offer one technology. I've used it and felt my back pain ease, inflammation drop, energy return, and sleep improve. PEMF and red light together help reduce inflammation, relieve chronic pain, boost cellular energy to fight fatigue, support thyroid and hormone balance, calm autoimmune responses, and promote deeper restorative sleep. Pair it with the red light panel in the MedBed hack for even stronger full body regeneration. Skip expensive clinic visits. I mean, they're charging you like $80 to $100 or more to go get some red light therapy. It's ridiculous. Buy it one time and own it at your house. Go to myredlight.com right now and use code PEMF25 for 25% off. I thought it was Nino25. So just use Nino25 for 25% off or Nino30 for 30% off of bundles. That's what it should be, okay? Trying to screw me there? All right. Here we go. Let's get back into it. Obama's getting nervous. Obama says, so this is all part of the deflecting, smoke and mirrors, same old bullshit. Obama, the White House shouldn't be able to direct the AG to go around prosecuting whoever the president wants prosecuted. You can't have a situation where whoever is in charge of the government starts using that to go after their political enemies or reward their friends. Whoa. Hey, is that the pot calling the kettle black? No pun intended, brother. But, yeah, isn't that what Russia was about? The Russia hoax? Wasn't that what you were doing, Mr. Obama? Yeah, I think so. And you know what? You also tried to throw Trump in jail, which I hear you're going to, by the way. And that's if you're lucky. And I'm going to say this. That's if you're lucky. Because the crimes you did, they're going to make an example out of you. Yeah, they're going to make an example out of you. He ain't playing. A lot of you think he's playing. Do you all realize how hard of an effort, how much of a strategy, how much war gaming they had to do to go into another country and take out Maduro the way Trump did? You don't think they're going to do that with Obama? Are you all crazy? Are you all smoking crack? This is the easy part. The only thing they're having problems with, folks, is getting the public on board. That's it. He's a sitting duck. I'm telling you right now, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. And that's why you're seeing these Hail Marys. That's why you're seeing these desperate moves. Because they know we got Maduro. Mucho Maduro. We got Maduro, folks. They're done. They're cooked. They know it. They're going to try anything, and that's why these next 6 to 9 months are going to be ones for the books. Yeah, there's Maduro. We go into another country defeat his military in a matter of hours, and pull him out of there. Okay? That's what we did. You think Obama's going to be harder? It's just about winning the court of public opinion. We already got the guy that's going to sing like a canary, folks, and link all of this together. This already happened. The hard part really is done. Actually, no, that's not the hard part. The hard part is going to be convincing the public so that we don't spiral into civil unrest and civil war, okay? That's the delicate process here. That's the surgical measures that need to be taken right now because we cannot risk that. And that is another reason we had the ICE raids and that we had to take out in Iran. And plus, we want some oil. Just saying, you know, if you're going to be the baddest kid on the block, you might as well take some lunch money. Patel, FBI Director Patel talks about what he's proved Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama did. It took me 2 years of my life to prove the following: that a political party in the United States of America in the 21st century would go overseas and hire some bogus intelligent asset to manufacture fraudulent, fake, unverified information, funnel that to not just the intelligence community, but the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and then take those packaged lies that they had paid for with campaign finance funds and go into a secret surveillance court and illegally spy on your opponent to be the next president of the United States. He said all this on, I think that's Hannity right there. I think that was 45 seconds. That took 2 years of my life. And what did we find out? This is what we found out. The FISA court themselves came back and said these warrants were illegal, that the FBI did not provide evidence of exculpatory evidence and innocence, and that the FBI essentially lied in those applications. It was a coup. It was literally treason, and not a single person has been held accountable yet. Yet. Think about that. Zero accountability, even when the FBI director has proven evidence of treason. This is where we are at right now. The walls are closing in on them, folks. See, got to neutralize, got to get, USAID, then the ICE raids, then Maduro, then Iran, now the UFO disclosure, get all that out of the way. Now then comes the big show, baby. Arrests, indictments. We're getting ahead of the ball, folks. Do you see how this? Let me know in the chats if you understand what I'm talking about here, if I'm making any sense at all. I know I'm going to have some haters. I know I'm going to have some trolls. But if I'm making sense, does it make sense to you? That I'm trying to just show you the operations unfolding as we're watching this. I hope you guys are paying attention to this. I do my best here. I do my best. Hey, yo. All right. So rumors swirl in the nation's capital. Roger Stone was in D.C. Roger Stone. He's like I want to like Roger Stone, but he just seems like a lingering fart, right? Like he just kind of lingers. It's like, geez, what just fucking sucked out all the oxygen in the room? Oh, Roger Stone's here. I mean, he just seems, I don't know. He just seems like an asshole. I don't know. I reached out to him on X. He's like, yeah, well, I'll come on I asked him to come on my show. He's like, oh, yeah. And then he just fucking dropped it. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. I'd still like to have you on, prove to me you're not an asshole. So rumors swirl in the nation's capital. Roger Stone in D.C. to stop Ron DeSantis from being appointed attorney general. Now, this is allegedly. I don't know. But he just seems so off-putting, right? Like he just doesn't want to do. He's, I mean, he acts the way I feel. So I'm very friendly when people come up to me. Hey, champ. Hey, Rodriguez. Hey, I remember you from whatever. I'm like, hey, what's going on? But deep down, I'm like, oh, fuck. That type of thing. But maybe I should look up to this guy. I don't know. Maybe this is the way I should act. But you just see he's very like, get away from me. Just fuck off. So that's Roger Stone. I guess he wants no part of Ron DeSantis, which I used to call Ron Deep State Santis. DNI Gabbard spurs probe into evidence Congress Trump were misled on election security memos show. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has spurred an investigation into evidence that spy agency tried to conceal U.S. election vulnerabilities, including whistleblower claims that a CIA officer was asked to alter evidence of China meddling and that President Donald Trump and Congress were intentionally kept in the dark about concerns involving China and Venezuela. There it is, Venezuela, mucho Maduro, mucho Maduro. According to unclassified memos reviewed by Just News. Do you guys like the way I read the news? I read it the way I feel it deserves to be read. Like he's kind of a jackass, but the news today is like a freak show circus tent. I can't take it serious. It's just, I'm reading the MSN the way it's probably should have always been read since its conception. And I feel like, I'm a heavyweight boxer. Why not? I have the balls to do it. I can get in the ring and fight another grown man. Well, I could get out here and read the news, right? That's pretty easy. And I really say it the way I feel. It's just a fucking joke, all of it. I just don't even take any of it serious. I take what's happening in the world very serious, but the news that they're feeding you down your throat, I'm trying to show you that it's mind control. We're breaking the mind control together. We're breaking the mind control. All right, so breaking FBI Boston Division has announced charges against 30 individuals involving a major global insider trading scheme that generated tens of millions of dollars in illicit profits. The defendants, who include corporate attorneys and other financial professionals, are alleged to have stolen and used confidential information on nearly 30 merger and acquisition deals from several of the nation's premier law firms, including a firm headquartered in Massachusetts. I still have trouble spelling that word, Massachusetts. All right, so I have trouble spelling a lot of words. It's just the life of a boxer. All right, so, yeah, there's a bunch of names here. I can read them off, too, but I don't think it's worth it because I can't pronounce half of them. So, yeah, they're pretty complicated to spell or to sound out. David Marotti, okay, I could say that one. Nicole Maruka, David Ostrov, Abe Shillian, Joseph Susskind, Sonny Lyles, Robert Yagadogovarig. So there's a bunch of names on here that are the FBI Boston Division has announced charges against 30 individuals involved in a major global insider trading scheme. Billionaires behind the most expensive midterm elections in history. Not what you think, though. Not what you think. Jeff Yass, the billionaire founder of market-making firm International Group, has been busy this election season, giving more than $80 million so far to midterm candidates and causes. The donations put him behind only George Soros and Elon Musk as the biggest individual donor of the cycle, according to data compiled by Bloomberg News. While Soros and Musk gave primarily their own super political action committees, Yass, one of the biggest donors to President Donald Trump's MAGA Inc., and has directly supported a wide variety of other recipients. These range from his favorite causes, $50 million to the Pro School Choice School Freedom Fund, to individual candidates, including $20 million to a federal PAC supporting Ohio governor candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Is he coming back? Vivek Ramaswamy. There's also been donations to more usual causes, including $675,000 to Aurora Action Network, which supports repealing ranked choice voting in Alaska. Alaska, a long way from Yass, his home state. So big donors are coming out for these midterms. See, folks, midterms matter just as much as the presidential election. And I know you all can feel it the same way I do. I know you all can feel it the same exact way I do. This is going to be one for the books. I'm curious. I know we win this. I'm so confident in humanity. Although I did lose some confidence during 2020, but now I feel like the ones that have survived that and we're moving forward in this direction, I am confident we win this. We're on our way to victory. And it's going to be hard. Like I've had some people come on, prophetics and like people that are clairvoyant and remote viewers and all that shit. And they all say the same thing, man. And I do believe that some people are more spiritually sound and connected than others. that 2020, 2025, 2026 to 2030 is going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. And the next 6 to 9 months are going to be, it's going to be a street fight tooth and nail. But I really believe once we get to that finish line, once we get to 2030, humanity is going to blossom like never before, man. It is going to be the golden age. I think there's going to be some obstacles and hiccups, and more of these boogeymen thrown at us, but we're going to get past this. We're going to succeed. We're going to pass with flying colors, man. I really do see that. I'm not hoping. I do see that. I see us winning and beating the shit out of these people and them going to hell forever. Throwing them into the depths of hell to burn. That's where they want to be, right? Send them there. Send them there. So I see it. Vatican humiliates Rubio after his tense summit with the Pope. The Vatican did Secretary of State Marco Rubio no favors with its response to his meeting with Pope Leo on Thursday amid deep tensions with the Catholic leader and his boss, President Donald Trump. It offered a tense statement describing the summit as an exchange of views about countries caught up in the war and the pursuit of peace. After the summit on Thursday morning, it was also revealed that the Pope was not subtle in his choice of gift for Rubio. The Secretary of State gifted Pope Leo, who is from Chicago, a crystal football bearing the State Department seal, while the pontiff gave Rubio a pen made from olive wood. He noted that the olive branch is the symbol of peace. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. Rubio flew to Rome for meetings at the Vatican and with other Italian leaders, as the president has repeatedly gone after the pontiff after criticizing his war in Iran. How many of you have been to Rome? I've been to Rome, and I got to tell you, folks, it's taken over by immigrants. It looks like shit. Spray paint everywhere, all over the ruins. You do not want to go to this place. And that was in 2000 when I went, and it was bad then. But the videos now that are surfacing about Rome and all the places in Europe, it looks terrible, man. It has been taken over by immigrants. Weaponization of immigrants. I mean, they're sleeping in sleeping bags, shitting on the streets. It's terrible. But hey, they will not let them into the Vatican. They will not take care of them in the Vatican. Well, come on, Vatican, open the doors. Let them in. Let them hang out. You're supposed to be helping the poor. You're supposed to be helping the immigrants. Tear down those walls. Tear them down. Come on, let them in. You know you want to. You know you want to help them, wearing all those gold rings and golden hats. Come on, you could just go pawn those and give them some money for some sandwiches. Yeah. Yeah, we know what you are. We all know what you are. We know what you represent. And that's the greatest evil of all. It's just like, the greatest evil are the people that come up to you and smile in your face, man, and become your friends. And I know this from boxing. I know this all too well from boxing. The same people that hugged me and you're the champ, you're the best fighter I've ever seen, they'd go off and talk shit about me behind my back. I'd be like, wait, are you sure this person said this, or that? Oh, yeah, fucking that was him. He said this. Secret jealousy, But this is where these people lurk, and they hide. They hide. Which brings me to my next article. Check this out. Speaking of people hiding in good places, hiding so that they don't get detected, like churches, like Disney cruises, Disney cruise ship staffers among 28 arrested in massive child you-know-what operation. Are you fucking kidding me? See, folks, I believe all the stories about Disney. I believe all the subliminal messages in the cartoons. I've seen it. They were indoctrinating us and conditioning us as kids. Sexualizing. Because they run the world. Listen to this. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. Families hoping to make memories on a cruise ship were unknowingly surrounded by alleged child predators working aboard the ships. According to law enforcement officials, U.S. Customs and Border Protection boarded 5 cruise ships, including a Disney cruise docked in San Diego, a Disney cruise. Of course, right? Of course they would be on a Disney cruise. They're attracted to children. How many of you are just like over Disney? How many of you are just not even going to Disney anymore? You don't care about Disneyland or, I mean, it's just, fuck. So San Diego between April 23rd and 25th as part of ongoing child exploitation material was detected. Wow. After boarding the vessels and interviewing 26 suspected crew members from the Philippines, one suspected crew member from Portugal, and one from Indonesia, officers confirmed all subjects were involved in either receipt, possession, transportation, distribution, or viewing of child you-know-what. CBP canceled their visas, and these criminals are being removed from our country. The spokesperson has continued. Me personally, I say one strike, you're out, man. You cannot rehabilitate these people. They're evil, in my opinion. Send them back to hell. That's it. No, one strike, you're out, man. I don't go for this. Oh, go send them to jail or rehabilitate them. You know what happens to these people in jail? Well, it used to happen in jail to these people. They would be done. Other people got wind in prison that you were a pederast. You're done. I don't know how it is anymore. I don't know, but I know that that's the way it used to be. There it is. Yeah, there's a subliminal messaging right there. What is that? Lion King, Alex?
Yeah, exactly.
That was a Lion King, dude. Look at that. Show that again.
Yep.
Look at this, folks. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And here's the cover I'm trying to pull up of the Little Mermaid.
What?
The original cover, and you can see here. Check this out real quick.
Oh, of course. What is a phallus? What is it called? A phallus? With a dildo, but
dildo, basically. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're everywhere. Look at that. It's covered in dicks.
It's sick, man.
It's just crazy, isn't it? How does this work? How does this work? So they hide it in there. Like I would never. If I looked at this, I wouldn't see it. But so how does this work on a child, dude? They watch this, and then what is this?
Yeah, it's kind of a Hail Mary. It may or may not, a bunch of us saw this, and it didn't necessarily imprint anything, but it could. It's just the fact that they do it, that they want to slip it in, that it's being done by the animators or someone that has enough pull to include it, and it doesn't get edited out. It's
crazy, isn't it? Man, look at that. There it is, just staring at you in the face.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. And look, dude, they're Disney. I mean, I've heard of the trap doors at Disney, the tunnels.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to always wonder, why did my church have tunnels? It never made sense to me. What, the priest is running away from something? Or
yeah.
Now it makes sense now, the year 2020 and on. I'm like, oh, that's why there was tunnels. That's why. Not because I thought they ran down there for danger or whatever. No, it was because of kids.
Yeah. No, these pastors that bring, they bring
the same with the White House, Alex. You know that?
Yeah. You said the White House?
Yes. Kennedy supposedly used it for his bitches. I mean, Marilyn Monroe, people like that. But what others were using them for.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's sick. It's sick, dude. All right, folks. Well, let's get to some other news here. Tourism funding is cut for Key West Pride event. Oh, my God. As county cites state DEI law. Monroe County funds designated to attract tourists to the Florida Keys will no longer be available for several LGBTQRSYZ events that bring thousands of people to Key West to celebrate. The county announced the decision Tuesday, citing a law signed by Governor Ron DeSantis last month aimed at prohibiting public money to fund diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI initiatives. Some things Ron DeSantis does I like, This includes the annual Key West Pride event, a popular week-long celebration that is held every June and culminates with a parade down Duval Street. The law is effective January 1st, 2027, so Pride and other events will receive Monroe County Tourist Development money this year, but starting next, nope, no more. I don't know how you all feel about that. Put it in the comments. I don't know. I just, it's really, man, you're really like, we're really seeing it now, right? This spiritual war that's happening. It's crazy. And you know, what the original was God's the rainbow originally was God's promise to never flood the world again. Isn't that what it is, Alex? Like the original symbol of the rainbow was used by God to not flood the world again, right?
Actually, yeah, I didn't know that necessarily, but it's definitely like.
But it was hijacked, is my point.
It was totally hijacked. Yeah, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
rainbows are cool. You know, there was nothing. Why do they get to use a rainbow?
And who are attracted to rainbows the most? Children.
Right.
You know,
leprechauns, but
yeah. Oh, leprechauns. You're right. Yeah, there's always a pot of gold. You're right. All right. All right. Breaking news. Recovered footage from a segment shows Kamala Harris, an ABC 2004 ABC segment shows Kamala Harris actively working with Santa Barbara police trying to destroy Michael Jackson's life and send him to jail while Donald Trump defended Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was another victim of Kamala Harris, who was later vindicated on all charges and proven innocent. So I don't know what you all think about Michael Jackson, but I like Michael Jackson. I don't want to believe the rumors or, you know, I'm just like everybody else. I want to believe Michael Jackson's a good guy. I just don't want to believe. Now, I know she's a witch. We all know she's a witch. But Michael Jackson, I want to believe he's a good guy. I really do. But, I mean, building an amusement park in your backyard, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you all think. I mean, the evidence is definitely there, if you ask me, but I want to like Michael Jackson. He is an icon of, it's debatable the best. I think he was the best. Nobody matches him, but was he a pederast? I don't know. The jury's out on that one for me, but I lean to maybe, could be, possibly, hope not type thing. Kim Kardashian has reportedly given up her dream to become a lawyer. Yeah, sure. And just ended her pursuit of a law degree after failing the bar exam 3 times. Stick to pole chugging. Stick to pole chugging. All right, folks. Let's read some super chats. Is there any super chats at all? Alalakal. Who is what the owl Moloch says? You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought of that one, but you're right.
Great point. Yeah.
That's a good point, right, Alex?
Yeah.
That is a good point. Yeah. Kelly Ray, great show. I agree too that with your IG video last night. Love it big. Continuing prayers for you guys. I lost some followers from that one. But whatever. Thank you, Kelly Ray. Appreciate you. Officer Tater Hater, Champ, do you think that the White Hats will ever release the info on this secret meeting that Big T had with Bush, Sharif, and John McCain, USS Forrestal incident, which much of this stuff will be discussed? I don't know, man. I think, you know, I've heard it's all coming out. I heard it's like at the end when the dust settles, it all comes out. And museums will be built for this stuff. So I think, yeah, I think the American people deserve to know, and I think it's all going to come out. I do. I absolutely do. Jody Nicole Van Meter. I got my popcorn, Nino. Thank you. Van Meter. Why does that name always sound so familiar? Samajalan, YouTube is censoring what you can say in Super Chat. Really? Is it really? Well, be careful, folks, please. Next one. Samajalan sounds like a hunt for cow shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to try to take away our beef, too. That's next. God's perfect art or God's perfect harvest. LA Cali Law. Sometimes when these words kind of blur together, hey, yo, I got to sound it out. LA Cali Law, you can't kill rats, no poison, save the rats now. I know why so people start seeing rats. Fear, pandemic, fear, sick demons. You see rats. I was surrounded by rats in boxing. That's why I think I get all this so easily, because I just know how sick people are. I was in the sickest sport of them all, and I was around such evil, decrepit pieces of shit. 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗁𝗲, thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. Big time 17-ounce, stock up on popcorn. I agree. 𝗬𝗏𝗍𝗔𝗯𝗀, fluff tube is whack. The elites are losers. 100%. I'm with you. What the hell just that? Oh, Jim Barbado. Hey, Jim Barbado. Super sticker. Thank you so much, Jim. Jim Barbado is back. Hey, yo, Jim Barbado. Super sticker. Thank you, Jim Barbado. I like that last name. Barbado. Hey, Barbado. Info Warrior 1Q7 or 107. You said you're waiting for Trump to handle Israel, but what if God promises favor to those who support Israel, descendants of Abraham, and curse to those who oppose it? Well, then I guess I'm fucked. What do you want me to say? I guess I was wrong there. Oh, boy. Next one. God's perfect harvest. Your back box is open. No, not yet. God, you know what? Every time I go to the P.O. box, the line is out the door. It used to be really easy to go in there and open my own mailbox and then get the cards out and take them to the station where they give you the boxes. It's not like that anymore. They shut that down, and now the line wraps around the damn building. It pisses me off. Yeah, sorry about that. I got to go and do it. I got to go ready to, like, mentally ready to stand in line for like an hour and a half. That's not a joke. It sucks. Is that it, Alex?
That's it.
All right, let's go to some what the fuck news. You ready for this one?
All right.
All right. In what the fuck news, South Korea names first humanoid robot monk. We got a monk robot as it accepted the faith's vows. A humanoid robot named 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹 joined the Buddhist faith in South Korea on Wednesday as the country strives to create coexistence between robots and society. There he is. He's dressed as a monk. An unlikely new disciple joined the Buddhist faith on Wednesday as artificial intelligence intersects with spirituality in a first-of-its-kind way. So you're starting to see these on red carpets now. There's one as a monk. This is getting crazy, man. The humanoid robot named 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹 joined the Buddhist faith at the Joy Temple in Seoul, South Korea, making it a historic moment in celebrating the first robotic monk and its first debut ahead of the Buddha's birthday. 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹 led the monks in South Korea's largest Buddhist sect as they chanted in a procession into the temple, which was decorated with paper lanterns strung across the roof. The humanoid robot entered the Buddhist temple, matching the other monks in a ceremonial gray and brown robe, black shoes, a beaded rosary, and flesh-colored gloves. The robot also had a bald skin-colored head. 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹, standing at roughly 4 feet 3 inches, folded its hands in prayer and bowed to the monks officiating the ceremony. "Will you devote yourself to the Holy Buddha?" One of the monks asked, according to Yonhap, a Korean news agency. "Will you devote yourself to the holy teaching?" the monk asked. "Yes, I will devote myself," 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹 answered. The robot was given the Buddhist name 𝗬𝗏, meaning mercy in Korean. What the hell is happening in society, man? You got robots walking the red carpet. You got women dressing like the Virgin Mary. They're dressing like religious icons, deities, and men dressing in dresses. Men showing up in dresses. We don't need to go to the circus anymore, folks. The circus has come to us. That's it. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate you. Go to ninoscorner.tv. I'm going to get Judy Mikovits, Dr. Judy Mikovits up there today. All right, folks, I'm out of here. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting, folks. Peace.